This week on the Computer Chronicles, the wireless revolution. We'll show you the new Merlin wireless modem from Metrocom and their cool new wireless webpad. Want to watch videos on your cell phone? That's what's next. We'll find out about it from a company called Packet Video. Bluetooth is what everybody's talking about when it comes to wireless connections between devices. We'll demonstrate the newest Bluetooth technology. And we'll show you the hottest new cell phone, the Sony CMD Z5. And a clever new take on wireless connectivity, the Cyberco, the wireless revolution. It's all coming up next on the Computer Chronicles. Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by PC to PC, the online computer migration service from PC First, moving files, applications, and preferences from your old computer to your new one. Additional support is provided by Upside Events, presenting the Digital Lifestyle Revolution Conference, where people and technology intersect. Hi, and welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee. If there is a buzzword of the year, this year it is certainly wireless. Whether it's web-enabled cell phones or wireless PDAs or Bluetooth, everyone is talking about the new world of wireless communications and wireless computing. So today we're going to show you the latest in wireless technology, and here to start us off is Tim Baharin. Hi. President of Creative Strategies, and we can always count on Tim for great, cool new gadgets, especially in the wireless field. Yep. What have you brought with you? And let's start out with this guy.
Yeah, the first thing we're going to talk about is the new BlackBerry from Research in Motion. This is the 975. Most people are used to the small BlackBerry device.
Yeah, it's usually a little email device.
Right,
and this is more than that?
Yeah, this is more like a PDA in the sense that it does have a bigger screen, but what it really does is have better connectivity to the internet. So as you see here, I've just checked Microsoft stuff.
All right, so I can do more than just check email. I can go on to sort of PDA-enabled websites.
Yeah, and specifically things like ABC News and Reuters. And
so sports news, stocks, the usual kind of stuff.
Right.
Airline schedules?
Airline schedules, things of that nature. Now, it doesn't really replace a PDA in the sense it's not a really good scheduler.
It's not a PDA,
right?
It's a wireless information
device. It's a wireless information device, and of course it does email.
Got it. And how reliable is the service? Can you use it anywhere?
This is an amazing tool. Actually, I use this all over the country. And almost anywhere I go, I get a good signal. So it's actually a pretty good tool for that.
How expensive?
This one runs between $400 and $500, depending on the carrier.
And the service?
Service runs about between $35 and $45 a month.
Business tool.
Yeah, very much business.
All right, let's go to the next Kyocera phone here, and this is really cool too. Explain this one.
Yeah, this is actually the new Kyocera phone that, again, it's a regular cell phone, as you can see when you look at it, but when you pop down the dial, it is now a Palm Pilot.
I mean, it looks like the Palm OS in there.
It is the Palm OS in there, so I can do schedule and address, etc. But when I go to home, I now have this screen that I would have.
Back just a little bit, Tim. Yeah, there you go.
I have the screen as if I would have like any one of the PalmNet devices, and in this particular case, I'm going to go to American Airlines and check and see what's available on American Airlines.
So again, the cell phone is the wireless connection here. The Palm is acting like the little computer here.
Computer, right. But what's really important to note about this actually represents what I consider the next holy grail in the sense that most of the companies are looking at trying to create one device.
Bring together that cell phone and the PDA.
And the PDA, right. And this is the first one that I've seen that really does a good job. We had this about a year ago.
There was that old Palm that was shoved kludgy-like into that old Qualcomm
the early
phone,
Qualcomm, right?
Yeah.
But Kyocera really has taken it to the next step. This is a great example of the next generation of these phones, and they're only going to get better as time goes on.
All right, now if we want to do some real web surfing, okay, the real internet, you've got the Merlin. That's just a real modem, a wireless modem?
Yeah, this is the new Ricochet Merlin modem from Metrocom, and it is a wireless modem, but it's 128K,
wow.
Very good speeds, and it's in the Metrocom regions like Washington, D.C. and New York and
metro
San
areas,
Francisco.
just shove it in your laptop.
Yep, put it in my laptop.
Full 128K
Full
access.
28K access, yeah, and I've used it in L.A., in New York City, all over here in the Bay Area, and it just works like a charm.
This is sort of like the Ricochet modem that we used to have before. It was a little bigger, and now
like
it's a
a
PC
brick.
card. Like a brick.
Right, and now it's in this tiny little card.
All right, let's grab this thing over here if we can, because this is something else they've just come out with, which is what, the WebPad, the Metro
Right, now
WebPad.
this is actually not on the market yet, but this just to give you an idea of where we're going with it. This is the National Semiconductor did a project with Metrocom called the Ricochet Metro WebPad. This will be on the market later this summer, and basically it is a web surfing tool.
Full WinCE device.
WinCE device, right. And if you tilt it a little bit, the modem, as you saw that I had here, we've just popped another one of them in here.
Yeah, let me just turn that around and just sort of show here. So here's your little Merlin you just stuck in the PC slot back here.
Right. And now I can basically go to the Metrocom regions.
Yeah,
and
so let me turn this around here. And this is now a full, web surfing device
web
here,
surfing
right?
device, right. And it has a virtual keypad.
Yeah.
So I can go in, type in, www.yahoo.com, and it just comes up.
Getting better all the time.
Yeah, this is a fun tool.
All right, Tim, we only have about a minute and a half or so left, so let's take a look at this baby here, which looks like just a very small IBM ThinkPad, but what's the deal with the paper pad?
Right, what this is the IBM Transnote portfolio, and basically it's a ThinkPad on this side with the screen. And here is a pad of paper that when I write on it, like this, right, what I write on here will eventually show up on here, and now I take notes when I go
so you're at a meeting taking notes the old-fashioned way,
Right.
and you have a record of it inside your computer.
Yeah, it's a great tool if you want to take notes and have it on your computer instantly.
Well, and this actually goes backwards if you want to show it at a presentation
flip
or
the
something
screen.
like that. And if we fold this whole baby down,
Right.
close it up, and
Close
you've got
it up.
something smaller than a notebook computer here. That's the whole
now,
deal. Huh?
Right, now I have basically a portfolio that I take off to a meeting, doesn't even look like a computer.
God, you'd be the envy of every guy at that
Yeah,
meeting,
I
Tim.
will be.
All right, last but not least, this is a nice, simple, elegant solution to the person who wants just wireless connectivity wherever
That's
you
right.
are, right?
This is the ThinkPad, Think Outside portable keyboard.
seen that
folding,
before.
Sure. When I take a Palm 7 and pop it in, put up my screen, boy, I now have a wireless portable computing device.
You got everything. And a full keyboard,
Full
not the Mickey
keyboard.
Mouse keyboard.
Right, real keyboard.
Internet.
I go to the little word writing pad on here, go to my email program on here, and now for less than $500, I have a full wireless portable keyboard, PDA, basically everything I need fundamentally on the road.
It doesn't have to be that hard.
No, great tool.
And it works every time.
And it works every time.
Tim, thank you very much. Well, the future of wireless communications is much more than just smarter cell phones, wireless modems, and wireless PDAs. If you look at what's happening in Japan right now, we will soon be looking at videos on our cell phone screens. And one company leading the way with that technology is called Packet Video. And this is Fernando Corona from Packet Video. Hi there. Let's see what we've got. You've got a compact iPack. So what's the wireless aspect of this?
Yeah, typically you would take this device and hook it up to a cell phone or actually have a modem stuck in here. But not only do we work on the Pocket PC devices, within 2 to 3 months we'll actually be seeing this sort of application on cell phones themselves.
So we're going to demonstrate it here, but this can actually be on the new and improved cell phone with a color screen on there.
Absolutely.
Now, a lot of people make fun about the idea, what do we need to see videos on our cell phone? What's the point of video over wireless? But there's some practical applications.
There really
aren't
are. I mean, today on a cell phone you can get WAP sort of applications, but it's text only.
Yeah.
Imagine actually being able to see traffic instead
All right,
of
well,
reading
let's
about
do
it.
some stuff. Let's get this thing. I'll hold this thing for you so our audience can see it very clearly. And first of all, let's not forget entertainment, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, in Japan, the big market for this is just fun, entertaining stuff for kids. And what are we pulling up here?
So this is Britney Spears music video, but it could be any music video. So it could be on a...
Can we get the audio on in here? I don't hear any audio coming out of there. Is there some way to get that going? There we go.
There it is.
So that's the whole deal. Turn it around.
There you go.
Okay. So, and people in Japan are willing to pay for this stuff.
They
right?
are.
And
They're paying for it today.
downloads of music videos. All right, so let's go to another example. You mentioned traffic, right?
Traffic, right.
So what can I do with traffic here?
So instead of
Wow.
looking at traffic in the morning, you can hop in your car, look at a live video, and understand which way we should go.
So this is better than just hearing the traffic report. You can, like you might do on your desktop or on TV, see what the traffic looks like ahead
And
of
it
you.
doesn't need to just be traffic. I could check in on my kids as I'm traveling,
Right.
or from a security standpoint, I could take a look at my house, my office.
All right, well, that's two good examples. How about another one now? What about like online interactive gaming? Can you do that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we do.
Since you're wireless.
There it is right there.
Okay.
And this is a multiplayer game where you could have somebody else on a cellular device
Right.
playing a fantasy type. This one is a Batman and Robin type
Got
of
it, got it.
game.
All right, let's move on to another example. And again, in entertainment, I mean, you could sort of watch TV on this, right?
Yeah.
That's what it basically
This is
is.
Comedy Central right here. And we've got about 100 different partners
Oh, this is terrible.
in the Hollywood area.
Kids will never get any work done anymore. I mean, you got your TV in your pocket, right?
It works great with animation like this, too.
Oh, that is amazing.
Because it's all
That
MPEG
is
4
amazing.
standard.
All right, how about another example? Let me get this back up
Okay.
here for you.
The other thing that happens is a lot of times you're on your way to go see a movie, but you're not really sure of what you want to see. The statistics tell us that really about 95% of the movies you go see, you decide about an hour before you go. So the ability to see a trailer and then decide.
So we're in the car going to the movie. What movie should we see?
we
Hey,
see?
let's check it out. There's a preview on this particular movie here.
This is The Family Man as an example. And we've actually done some studies that people
Yeah.
will view this and then make a
Sure.
decision.
Well, this is one of these things not only cool, I mean, you can see the business here. You know,
That's
you see
right.
people making
Oh, yeah.
money off
And they
this,
will
can't
pay
you?
for this.
Yeah. All right, let's go to another example now. We talked about TV like watching South Park and stuff. You could watch the news on here if you wanted to, right?
The nice thing about the news is that it doesn't. This
is.
particular one is traffic, but it could be all kinds of news. It could be pushed to you. For instance, you could request, I want to see the results of an election or the results of the stock
Sure.
exchange.
This really is the merger of TV and the web, and it comes wireless.
It
is
comes
what
wireless.
All right, last thing I want to ask you to show us, people have made, maybe you can stop that thing there. People have made fun of the sort of whole video phone thing for,
Right.
30 years or whenever it's been, but you can actually do, live video phone messages here, and that really is a practical thing, isn't it? Let's take a look at this. I'll turn that one around.
And here, you can actually attach another file to it. So it could be self-generated like this, or you could attach the canned video, say, to my kids. I say, take a look at this,
Sure.
funny sort of South Park.
Or, hey, here's the product we just looked at this meeting. What do you think? Is the
Absolutely.
design right? That
It's a
kind of-
great training device, too.
What is the trick here? I mean, you are squeezing what normally takes a lot of bandwidth into this tiny little wireless pipe.
Well, the player that resides on these devices are very, very thin, but they also work in conjunction with our server product that resides within the carrier network or outside the carrier network. We have an authoring tool that allows you to take applications and content.
This is MPEG-4.
This
we're
is all
looking at here.
MPEG-4, and then encode it into our format. And then together, from an end-to-end solution,
Yeah.
you get this result.
How real is this stuff now? I mean, when can I actually use this?
This is happening today. We have a site called pvairguide.com that's video on demand. So you can actually go in and choose a
Pull it
video
down.
clip and look at it
I
through a
love it.
device.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, we'll show you Bluetooth technology in action. Don't go away. The hottest thing in wireless connectivity these days is a technology called Bluetooth and a new emerging wireless standard called Wi-Fi, short for wireless fidelity. Here to show us these new technologies is Paul Fulton of 3Com. Welcome, Paul.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about Bluetooth first of all, because we've been hearing about Bluetooth for a year now. We haven't seen too many real applications out there using Bluetooth. Explain first of all what it is and what's the application for it.
Absolutely. So Bluetooth is a connection technology that we have to connect devices together. We use it for cable replacement. PDAs, cell phones, laptops, anything that you want to connect devices together but don't want the hassle of cables.
All right, so the idea is, for instance, we have two laptops over here. I want to move a file from one laptop to the other. Normally, I might get one of those cables and link them up and do that. I can do that without any wires.
Absolutely.
Can you show us an example of how
Sure.
you actually do that?
We have a small laptop here with a...
Shall I show the Bluetooth card?
Sure.
So that's the actual, there's our little Bluetooth.
So this is a PC card that
Okay.
has obviously antenna that's hidden, so when you want to use it, you pop it out.
Okay.
And if we click down here, we have a Bluetooth connection manager that ships with the card.
So you're going to dump a file from here to here right now.
Yes. So I'll go up here to send a file. Simply double click and pick a file to send. Of course, I can pick any file I'd like.
Okay.
And now the next thing that happens is the connection goes over to this laptop and then asks us, do we want to select the file?
All right, so the guy at this end says, yes, I'm willing to accept what you're sending me.
Exactly. That way you have some control
Sure.
over what you get. So I'll do that, and as we go back here, we can see the file actually being transferred. We have a progress bar. And again, this is using real Bluetooth technology.
And pop over here,
There we
and
go.
there's our file.
And we can pull it up
Ta-da.
and transfer it over.
Okay, I could have done this with an IR port, though, couldn't I? What's the difference?
Sure, you could have. The problem, of course, is IR, you have to line up, line of sight.
Okay.
The other thing is IR is a great technology for some applications, but Bluetooth has been designed to do all sorts of applications higher than just a physical layer. It goes all the way up to applications. We can send business cards back and forth. We can connect cell phones,
Okay.
PDAs.
And what is the distance over with Bluetooth will typically work?
So Bluetooth is about a 10-meter technology.
Okay,
The
short
idea is to get
range.
it short range, low
This
cost.
kind of cable replacement environment.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to Wi-Fi next, and let me move this guy out. We had a plug in here, but that was just for power. So
Right,
nobody thinks
the
we're-
screen dims a
Nobody
little bit.
thinks we're cheating on this. And bring out that NEC laptop, and that relates to this thing over here. And what's the deal here? Now, this is Wi-Fi you're going to demonstrate, right?
Right.
What is Wi-Fi?
Sure. Wi-Fi is a technology that's actually 11 times faster than Bluetooth. It's what we call wireless Ethernet.
Okay.
Allows you to do standard connections to internet that you would do on standard wire Ethernet.
So I assume the first real app is the business environment for using Wi-Fi?
Absolutely. We have installations going on now for a year now that's installed applications for all businesses, large and small.
Or so in my office, I might have a little sort of wireless server kind of thingy like this, and then I can walk around wirelessly with my laptop and access the network.
Sure. Wi-Fi allows people to be more productive. So in large enterprise, you can have people in businesses and meetings and pull up data at real time.
Okay, now is this
anytime,
real?
anywhere.
Can you show me actually getting
Sure.
on the web
This
or
is
something?
a laptop
No
that
wires.
we have, no
Okay.
wires. And we have a card right here at the end. We can pull up a website. This happens to be the Wi-Fi website. But essentially anything that you
Okay,
do,
live on the web and, as you say,
no wires.
suspension. Pretty
Sure.
Cool. All right, now what about doing the same kind of thing in the home environment, Paul?
Yeah, the nice thing about Wi-Fi is it's becoming predominant wireless technology in enterprise and education, and now we're seeing Wi-Fi being installed in the home.
Let's see. So this is sort of the home version of this little white guy you showed us before?
Absolutely. This is a home wireless gateway that you could hook up to your broadband
Let's show everybody the
connection.
back of this thing, what the connections are.
Sure, you simply hook up power, you hook up your cable or DSL modem, and then you have 3 switch ports you can hook up to a computer that's next to it. Now this device, you notice, has no external antennas. It's very simple to use. As a matter of fact, for most applications, you just simply plug it in and it works.
Same idea at home. I can be walking around with my laptop, surfing the web.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, this is similar to the cordless phone technology we had, 15 years ago. where
Right.
You could take a phone call and walk anywhere. Well, now with wireless data, you can work on a patio, you can work by the pool, you can work on the couch. You can be home instead of at work and get stuff done.
It's called wireless. What is
Absolutely.
that gadget you have over there? That Hitachi pad thing.
So Wi-Fi is also being utilized not just in consumer space and business space, but we're seeing it in public access areas. So this is
Let's sort
the
of turn that up so we can get a good shot of that.
sure. This is the 3Com Park or the San Francisco 49ers.
So what do I do with this?
So there's a wireless network that's set up there, a 3Com wireless network that allows you to pull up this website or others to order drinks, to
So
check
like
on
a
FNL
rented
scores.
device like this when I'm at the ballpark?
Absolutely.
And then access scores, access the web while I'm watching the live game,
Absolutely.
like I was doing at home when I was watching
Now,
on
it's not
TV.
just at stadiums. We're also seeing applications being put into airports and trains and so forth.
Real quick, I just want to take, can I pop this guy out here so we can see what, so this is your Bluetooth card, huh?
Sure, this is our Bluetooth card. Again, the idea is that the antenna is
Okay,
hidden
let's
so it
hold that
doesn't
real
break.
steady so everybody can see that. And show me the antenna again.
Sure, the antenna pops out and
That's
flips
it.
up. That's
Okay,
it.
just stick it in the
Simple to
slot.
use.
All right, thank you very much, Paul.
You're welcome. Thank you, Stuart.
All right, well, we started out with a look at several cool new wireless gadgets. We're going to end with the same way with some more pocket-sized wonders. And here to help us out doing that is Mike Elgin, former editor of Windows Magazine and former editorial director of Portable Life, a guy who's into this portable stuff. And you've got great gadgets here. And first of all, I recognize the Visor phone. Tell us about that.
The Visor phone is a wonderful device. It essentially is a cell phone that you plug into your visor, and then you use the microphone and intelligence inside the visor to make calls. Let me show you how this works.
Okay.
I'm going to take this off.
So that slot they've been telling us we'd have applications for, we finally have an application.
They are here. And you plug it in, and as you can see, the phone comes right up like that. If you want to hold
No
that for me.
software to load or anything?
That's right.
Okay.
And so one of the great things about making a call here is I'm going to go to the address book. I'm going to bring up your name here.
So you don't need a separate carry around your PDA, carry your cell phone, 2 different databases of numbers. You can dial a call right from your Palm address book.
That's correct. Once you have the phone number in this device, you can forget all the phone numbers because
What's that
this will
say now?
remember them for you. I'm going to click yes. It'll turn on the phone and just dial the call. And the sound is pretty good. You know, it's not as good as some of the better regular cell phones.
Right.
But you can also do data, email, web surfing, all that sort of thing directly from the PDA. You can also
Yeah.
put in a headset and use the device, looking
Whoop.
at it. But there's your
It
call.
does work.
That's right. I'll go ahead and cancel that.
Okay, I'll turn that baby off.
But it's a very easy.
And as
use-
we saw before with Tim, there's another way of integrating the PDA and the cell phone into one device. You carry one thing, not 2.
That's correct.
All right, what else do we have here now? You've got that very cool Sony phone. What's that about?
That's right. This is a Sony CMD Z5, available only in Europe right now, but very popular
and what's
there.
the big deal about it?
Well, it runs the Microsoft Mobile Explorer browser. Now, I have to say that this is going to be available in the U.S. within a few months. I don't know when, but probably this summer.
So a real full-blown browser inside
That's
here?
correct. Not only WAP, but also regular HTML.
So you
web
can look at
surfing.
HTML pages on the cell phone.
That's correct. We can go to the Computer Chronicles site. We can go anywhere and surf the real web. It's a fantastic phone. It uses POP3 email and even Exchange email. It has a built-in answering
Is
machine.
GSM?
That's correct. It's a
Okay.
GSM phone. Has a built-in answering machine. You can actually have different messages for different people
Depending
who
on
call.
who calls? That's
you-
what I've always wanted,
That's
right?
right.
The
You're-
business one and the fun one.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right. And as you can see, this is a fantastic looking phone. Very popular. It has a big cult following in Europe.
So that's going to be the ultimate little mobile web browser, right?
That's right. Also, I have to point out this jog dial.
Oh, that's the famous Sony jog dial, so really
That's
easy to
right.
navigate.
That's right.
Pretty cool.
Fantastic phone.
All right, now show us the headset, because that's everybody's
Okay.
nightmare is dragging, if you don't want to blow your brains out with the transmitter, everybody's
That's
carrying
right.
around these strings that are hanging from people's heads,
Here in
right?
Silicon Valley, you see people driving and you think, well, they're going to cause an accident. You've got all this stuff. It's more convenient than holding the phone, granted, but you've got this cable to worry about.
It's a nuisance, yeah.
That's right. Now, we're talking
The
about
new
the magic
deal
of
is-
Bluetooth. This is
Wow.
a Bluetooth headset from Plantronics.
Huh.
I'm going to put that on, and I can walk around and talk from a cell phone.
So like Paul said, cable replacement, that replaces the wire, that earpiece is talking to your cell phone.
It can talk to a cell phone, a PDA, a laptop, whatever you have that's a Bluetooth device. The great thing is that this is safer. There's a lot of controversy about whether or not cell phones cause cancer and so on.
Yeah.
This gives you a lot of distance, up to
Well,
30
there's
feet.
no real transmitter in your ear there.
That's right.
sure.
The Bluetooth, people should understand that the Bluetooth signal is totally safe.
Baby little signal.
That's right.
And it looks
so-
very cool, Mike.
Yes, it improves my face enormously.
Now, let's turn to our next gadget, which are these I love. This is the Cyberco.
That's
and tell us
right.
what the story is on Cyberco.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and press and hold the
Turn
escape key to turn it on.
Okay.
This is a device for teenagers and older kids. It does absolutely everything. It has a Spanish-English dictionary. It's an organizer. It has email.
So let me understand. We're on a little wireless network right now, but I just heard you just did something. Just mine just buzzed.
It just buzzed because they recognized each other. They are now communicating with each other. And one of the things you can do that's fun is games. Let's go ahead and play a game, Stuart.
Okay, so-
you don't have to do anything. I'm going to go ahead and...
So you're like going to send a message to me saying, Stuart, you want to play a game?
That's exactly right.
So we're sitting in class and it's really boring and we're on opposite sides of the room.
That's correct. And after I send you the answers to the
Okay.
test, we can go ahead and play this game. Now, what's happening is it's asking you, go ahead and say, yeah, just hit enter there.
Okay, so hit enter, say
That's
yes, I'm
right.
willing to play the game.
And we'll go ahead and start the game.
What game are we going to play here?
This is darts.
So you're inviting me to play a game of darts.
That's right. And for parents, this is much safer than real darts. Okay? So it's go ahead and it's your move, Stuart.
Oh, okay, so I got to see if I can actually see
Just
this
hit
here.
enter, and
Okay, I see, so I have to like time that little thing there and hit.
because we're wireless, I see where your dart hit. And the interesting thing about this in terms of games is that
Yeah.
they put up one game a day, free of charge. You can download
Download it
every
from us.
single
It's got an
day.
internet connection here somewhere.
That's right. You
Go
hook
to my
this up
PC.
to the PC and download games. Now, there's an interesting wireless element to that. You can take one of these and hook it up to your PC and run a special application, which makes this the server. Now, the other Cybacos are up to 100 other Cybacos within 300 feet range now have an internet connection.
Amazing.
live.
This is $99, isn't it?
$99.
Cyberco.
Great for kids.
Mike, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, that's our look at the latest in wireless technology. Don't go away. I'll be back in just a moment with my pick of the week. Now for my pick of the week. This is a computer game I've been waiting for 15 years. Way back in the mid-'80s, there was a great game for the Apple II called Robot Wars. You programmed these little robots and then put them into a battle ring, and they would compete against other robots for survival. Of course, since then, Robot Wars has become a TV show. There's even a spin-off called BattleBots. The problem with those robots are they are physical objects. You need to know how to build stuff. The beauty of this new game called Mind Rover, the Europa project, is you build virtual robots in software. Now, this is not like other BattleBot games in which you simply build war machines and then navigate them. With Mind Rover, it's all about programming. You build the intelligence into your robot and then let it go. Once you put it in the ring, it is a robot. It makes all its own decisions based on the logic you gave it. Programming is pretty easy. It's all point and click and drag and drop. It is a great mind challenge, terrific fun, the kind of game that will keep you up all night long and you won't care. It's called Mind Rover, the Europa project from Cognitoy, and the game's motto says it all: think more, twitch less. That's it for this edition of Computer Chronicles. Thanks for joining us. If you have questions about anything you saw on this week's show, please check out our website at computerchronicles.org. Hope we'll see you here again next week. Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by PC2PC, the online computer migration service from PC First, moving files, applications, and preferences from your old computer to your new one. Additional support is provided by Upside Events, presenting the Digital Lifestyle Revolution Conference, where people and technology intersect.
To purchase a videotape copy of today's program, call toll-free 1-888-310-7850. Please specify the show number and the topic.